just finished that smoothie and the last bit of my banana oat energy bars, which I cooked up the other day. The plan was meant to be a long run today, but I'm knackered. I think the lack of sleep from doing nights is catching up on me a little bit, and actually doing 2 back-to-back long runs this weekend while on night shift was probably asking a little bit too much for myself. So I've decided to take a rest day instead of heading out and doing that long run. I think if I went out and did it, it would have a negative effect rather than a positive one. So I thought to myself, what's the point? I don't want to get myself overtired, over-fatigued, and then end up getting ill and injured, and that'd be no good at all. So rest day is today. I'll try and get my long run in tomorrow, hopefully, once I finish my last night shift, which is tonight. So fingers crossed, that will be the plan. Until then, more rest. Just in from my last night shift. Tired and definitely ready for my bed. Good morning, I'm up. I'm still knackered though. Finished my last night shift. I've had about 4 hours sleep, so I'm still tired, but I think the whole mental thing, knowing that I don't have to go back to work tonight for another night shift, plays a massive factor. So I'm going to head out and do that long run. It's really cold outside, so properly wrapped up. Going to take it nice and easy, keep the pace really nice and slow, and just about sort of time on feet really. So I'm going to head up onto Greenland Common again, do a nice big loop, and see how I get on. Not quite sure how long this long run's going to be. I'll play it by ear a little bit depending on how I feel, but definitely want to get some good time on my feet today. Right, let's get going. Let's get running. So most of my long runs, ultramarathon training, are done on time rather than distance, if that makes sense. So it's time that I'm out there rather than how far I've gone. I made sort of some big mistakes when I trained for my first marathon. I did my long slow runs far too quickly, and then I wasn't used to being out running the amount of time that it was going to take me to run the marathon. So I learnt by my mistake there, and I struggled when I got to mile 18, got cramp, and it wasn't very pretty. So now when I'm ultramarathon training, I go out for time rather than distance to guarantee I've had that time on my feet running and my body gets hardened to it. So I am an hour and 45 minutes in now, obviously feeling a little bit jaded and tired, but I've set myself into a nice easy pace, and once you get into that kind of pace, then it's nice just to keep it at that and keep it flowing. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm tired, but I feel like I just keep going at this pace, and that's why it's good just to not stop, break it up, just keep it going, keep it flowing, and that should take me in for the rest of my long run, fingers crossed. That's the idea anyway. I think I'll walk past this part. Don't really want to annoy the locals. They're bigger than me, you can probably run faster as well. So I'll take a nice steady walk past the cows, and off we go again. Training run done. 3 hours of running in the end, and covered just over 20 miles. I am tired, but feel like achieved a good little training run there, considering lack of sleep and not great preparation to doing a big 3-hour run, and my pace was just under 9-minute miles, which again is pretty spot on. For your long runs, you probably want to be running 60 to 90 seconds slower than your race pace, so that's kind of pretty bang on. A few stops to walk and take on fuel as I'm walking, as is my ultra marathon tactic for taking on fuel along the way. Trying to never stop, always trying to progress forward when I'm having flapjacks or gels or taking on fluid. So that's the tactic. So I've put that tactic into my training, so I get used to it. It seems to be working well for me. Sort of fueling up every 6 miles is about right for me, just to keep it topped up and ticking over to give me enough energy to keep going. Right, definitely now we're talking about flapjacks and food, time for some lunch. I'm off to get warm, get out of these wet, sweaty clothes and get some food. Right, I'll see you in the kitchen.